Well, hey everybody, this is Lena, and you're watching Luna's Life. Last time I did a video, probably a couple weeks ago, I guess, but I just wanted to address a few things because it seems that we are being misrepresented. Mark and I are, and I just wanted to address the things that concern me because we are being kind of like, I guess, lied about, to be honest with you. The thing that I wanted to talk about today was what happened with Laurie Hill. She has decided to be very vocal about her experiences and the things that she's been contemplating and things that she's, really kind of like trying to promote. This is a woman who I connected with initially on the Discord chat back in late November during the Global Witness in the Desert event. And I had some questions I had, that were concerning me. And she reached out to me and told me certain things that she was thinking, and it was nothing that it's turned out to be now, But initially, it was really just her and I, being concerned about what was happening. Well, we know what is, the truth now about that event and all that. And Mark and I don't feel the same way that we used to feel about it. We were not planted by anyone or any group, or we had no preconceived ideas of what we wanted to do. We just were responding to how we felt we should. And in reaching out to Laurie, she had these ideas that maybe there was more to this event than meets the eye, and I got led down this, this wild goose chase, let's just say. It turned out to be a can of worms, really, because what ended up happening was, Mark and I got to be kind of critical about someone who's become a great friend, honestly. But we were just really kind of put off by Laurie and how she responded to us initially when she found out that I felt bad about what was going on, and we decided that we were going to pray for Derek during one of our shows back in late December. And I made a video, Mark made a video. We were very much of the, belief that we were in the wrong and that we weren't coming from a place of love, but of, judgment and stuff. And it's easily for me to come from a place of judgment because that's how I've been taught to be, is judgmental. So I was very judgmental against Global Witness and everyone and stuff. And I have since apologized. We've dealt with these things, these matters. But Laurie just wouldn't let go. She felt offended that we had even apologized. And she's like, well, hasn't he apologized to you? Did he say anything to you to apologize? And why are you taking it in and doing, and just letting him run over you guys? And it was like, it's not about running us over or anything like that. He's a big kid and he can do what he wants to do with his life and choosing to apologize to us or not, right? We're responsible for ourselves. And I honestly felt that I was in the wrong. Mark felt he was in the wrong. So, things have really gotten really, patched up with GW and all the people there. And we're even, moderators on the Discord chat now. So this is a beautiful thing. We've been able to really connect. And Gordon, it's not some demon. And, there is no, demonic thing that was going to be happening at the event, like Laurie seems to want to promote, But everybody's got their role to play, and she has her things that she wants to let people know about. And she's taken to YouTube now with this renewed vigor to call out GW as a Luciferian. And I guess people got to do what they got to do, right? But what I was really concerned about is how we're being misrepresented, because we met a person who was really broken in our initial conversations with her. We had a Google chat with her, and we were able to just talk to her, and she was very honest about herself. And there's personal things that I would never share publicly about what she told us and her past and how she was, brought up in her life and all that. And, that's her business. But I just felt bad, because we're being presented as these people who lied or something to her, that we're not who we said we were or something. And it's like, Laurie, honestly, if you're listening to this at all, or if you get a chance to, we never, ever intended to lead you down some rabbit hole or to give you an impression of something that we were not. Mark and I are truth seekers, and we have been through a lot together. Mark is more spiritual. I was more religious. And when we met you, we were at a crossroads where we were really contemplating what that meant for us. Mark is resolute, and he knew what it meant for him. But he let me journey and try to figure things out. And I am grateful to him for letting me do that, because where I am now compared to where I was back then is in a totally different place. I mean, I don't embrace Christianity. I don't embrace religiosity. I realize that I have the spark of divinity within me. And I realize that I am in charge, and that I'm not prideful for saying that. And I don't feel like I need to apologize to anyone for saying that. But honestly, Laurie, we never intended to mislead you in any way, shape, or form. And for you to say that we're being dishonest and that we're being sold out, or that, whatever it is that you want to say on your, videos and stuff, and calling out Mark and calling out me and all that, I'll just say what I said to you back on December 29th. I want to let you know that I still do love you, regardless of what you think of Mark and I. We were both very transparent and compassionate with you when we spoke with you. And it saddens me totally to see you act this way towards both of us and basically continue to spread gossip about us. You contacted me on my other FB account, and sarcastically told me that we were both fakes and liars. And then you blocked me from being able to respond to your accusations. And I guess that you've made your video disparaging us. At the time, she did make a video that disparaged us. Do you feel vindicated in any way? I can't tell you how many times that you stated things in that video in which you just said things that were flat out not true. The website that you dug up the dirt on from Mark was very biased. And the person that wrote the things down was they had no clue as to what they were doing. It was just a smut piece that has been devised by the trans agenda, people that are anti-Mark and Lena. And, we've had people do like actual, what is it? Those things to get people banned off of the internet or something, like polls and stuff to get people to like sign up for it and to put their name on it, ballots and all that. And, we've been through everything, so we're not like not used to this kind of behavior, but stuff that you said is just not true. The website, it's just like Don Ennis did to us back in 2015. Mark and I were engaged. We did an interview with Don Ennis back in June. She's a trans woman that was working with the one of the LGBT newspapers, media sites. And they did an article on us that was really dishonest. And, these people have no problem lying. And unfortunately, that is also what you have done, Laurie. You have lied. You have lied about our character. You are absolutely out of line for doing that. And what you're doing is wrong. I mean, it's just wrong. We don't promote Luciferianism. Derek doesn't promote Luciferianism. He wants people to understand that they can discover that God, that divine spark of divinity, lies within each and every one of us. If you want to call that Luciferianism, that's you. That's on you. But he knows what he's doing, and he understands that people have been sold a lie by Christian religion and the church, that we need to find our salvation outside of us. And the truth is, I don't care if you want to call it Luciferianism or not, we are divinity. We are our own responsible divine beings. And we have that right. And it's not prideful to understand where we come from. We don't have to be shamed for knowing that. We don't have to feel like we're being demonized for knowing that. It doesn't make sense, to think that we have to honor some Sumerian deity in order to gain access to eternal life. So my question to you and to those that follow you and do what you do is what motivates you in doing this? What motivates you in your attack against Derek Bros, against us, the Cummings, against anyone who doesn't subscribe to your line of thought? Do you think that this pleases your Jesus or your Yeshua at all? I'm just really interested in knowing how you justify your behavior, because I sincerely, lovingly prayed for you at the time when I was believing in prayer, which I don't anymore, and encouraged you from my heart. And I gave you my heart in those conversations. I wasn't mincing any words. I wasn't being fake with you. I mean, I was genuinely heart to heart connecting with you, Laurie Hill, with you. So for you to disparage us publicly as you have and choose to continue to do is just really wrong. I mean, for you to accuse Mark, it's wrong. Hearsay is not truth. Hearsay is gossip. And I know you don't understand that what you're doing is gossip, but it is. It's gossip when you say things about people behind their backs that are not true. It's wrong. So you can disagree with our choices, with Derek, or with anyone else for that matter. It's your choice to do so, but you don't have the right to cut others down and gossip endlessly about them, judge unfairly, and otherwise act unwisely towards other people. We are both really disgusted with the lengths that you've taken to shame us both. And all because I chose to say a prayer for my former enemy. Does the Bible not say to pray for those who persecute you, if that's what you believe? So with your actions, it just serves us both as concrete confirmation that traditional, judgy, condemning, hypocritical Christian belief has nothing to value or to base our lives on. In an ironic way, I just wanted to say thank you. Thank you for really doing a bang-up job of revealing to us in spades just how foolish it is to believe in the traditional method, the message of Jesus, the cross, his death and resurrection. I pointed out to you something that is nothing. And, I pointed you to something that is nothing but a lie. That's when I was encouraging you to seek the Father and to seek after God and to find yourself in him. And, I was sincere because I even believed in it too, but I don't anymore. I don't. That doesn't make me a liar though. That makes me a person who is able to distinguish truth from a lie. So I'm sorry that I led you back down the road to your Yahweh, to your enslaver. The God that Jesus told the Pharisees was actually really the devil. I apologize for leading you back to a callously demeaning and heartless life as a modern day Pharisee, as you seem to be embracing these days, where you are choosing to demean people, discredit people, and accuse people of being the Antichrist and Luciferian. So this is all I see. You know nothing of the true creator, which is a feminine energy, if you might want to look that up. And she doesn't demand your blood or your sacrifice. That doesn't matter in eternity. I'd like to say that I'm not offended by you, but I'm human, and I am. I guess that I have lots to work out yet. And Mark is beyond disgusted with how you drag his name and his character in the mud. And he was never mean to you. He was kind. He thoughtfully responded to your accusations and asked you to stop. And you chose not to. That's why he banned you off of our channel. So you didn't want to go and do your thing on your own. You had to just make a big deal out of it. But honestly, he never had a good vibes about you, and he never trusted you. He never believed in you, and what you were saying. And I honestly regret even reaching out to you on Discord that night. For it was you who started this witch hunt with Derek, remember? That is, the truth. Your initial comment on Love Matters and our beautiful friend Gordon, who I was able to meet, Mark was able to meet. And I'm telling you, when we hugged him, it was beautiful. It was powerful because it was unconditional love and expression. So we just wanted to say, you started this, not us. We didn't start this at all. So maybe it's you who had an ulterior motive. What do you think of that? I was concerned about what was happening, but you took it to a whole new level. So I just wanted to let you know and go on public record to say that we are not threatened by you. We've seen your kind come and go. We've had people threaten us. We've had people take away our funding. We've had people do all kinds of things and try to do things to us. And it never amounts to anything. We've moved on, and I wouldn't even bother to say anything, but you keep making videos disparaging us. You keep writing, saying things, your research and your demeanor comes off as very standoffish, but, still like really passive aggressive, I would say. So, it's like we're not doing this for subs. God knows we're not, or whatever, divine knows we're not doing this for subs. We've been doing shows together for a very long time. And Mark has been on YouTube since basically it began. So no, we could care less about subs. We do this because we care. We do. This is because we care. We don't do this for any other reason. So I just wanted to say that this is something that is being done that is just plain wrong, and it needs to be addressed, and it really does need to stop, because it's wrong, going after people and saying things that aren't true about them, and disparaging them and creating lies about them. It's just wrong. We've moved on. Our show goes on. We interview other people. We're not just doing shows with Derek Rose. There are things we agree with. There are things that we put on the shelf. We are reasoning individuals that have our own responsibility. And, I don't appreciate, being, you even used bad language to describe me at one point and made fun of my Bible college, experience and my own, Christian faith at the time. And it's like, we had done nothing like that towards you. We don't make fun of your messianic background and Jewish belief and all that. To each their own. You have that right. But what you don't have the right to do is to tell people that that things to them about us that aren't true. If they're not true, that means that they're a lie. And if they're a lie, then you shouldn't be saying it. So I guess that's all I wanted to say is, there was no deception involved. We are who we are. We live our lives. We make choices. We go up paths that we make choices to go up and investigate. And then when we find that we need to turn around, we turn around, or we dig deeper. And right now we're at the place where we reject all of the Christian message. We are even at the place where we don't even believe that Jesus' message was what we need to follow, that we need to find that middle path between the two. It's like when you're on a tightrope and you can either go this way or that way, and either of those ways will knock you off. But if you find that center and balance, then you can go right on through the middle. So our focus is different. We don't believe, as everybody, would commonly think, that you have to pick this side or that side. We choose to pick no side. No side. We just want out of this matrix, out of this prison planet and this system that seeks to enslave and control us, either through religion or through manipulation. And, we don't want either. We don't want either one. We don't want the grace message. We don't want the, damning message either. We just want to get out of here in one piece. So that's about it. And thank you for listening. And I hope that this clarified certain things, and I certainly hope that we don't have to be dragged further down the proverbial, slander road that you want to take this. All right. So see you guys. Have a great night. And hopefully I'll be able to do a video that's a little bit more chipper next time. Love you guys. Bye.